My district includes a lot of folks that would be employed if we had fracking in New York State. And as I've listened to the debate today, I can hardly not notice that most of the people supporting fracking in upstate New York represent districts with people who need jobs, who want jobs, and who would be employed in jobs in the drilling industry. And most of the people who object to fracking, and we shouldn't be under any illusion, this bill is not about more study. This bill is about shutting down that industry in New York State forever. That's what this is about. We've done 5 years of study. Every other state allows fracking. The President of the United States says fracking is a good thing for our economy and for our energy independence. The mayor of New York City, a strong environmentalist, has made clear that fracking is a good thing and good for our economy. There is not one incident in the tens of thousands of wells that has been a documented incidence of contamination of our environment as a result of fracking. And yet, the majority says we need to study it more. There should be no illusion about what this debate is about. It is not about protecting the environment. It is about an intellectual and political jihad against natural fuels. When the member from the majority talked about putting a solar panel on the top of every barn in upstate New York, that fanciful nonsense will not happen. It is economically impossible for it to happen. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who began advocating that a couple of years ago, knows that it's not going to happen in upstate New York. So what is the agenda? The radical environmental movement is against nuclear power. They're against oil and gas. They're against wind power. They want us to put solar panels on the top of every barn. It is not practical unless you talk about doubling or tripling the cost of our electricity. Now, I don't know about your constituents, but the average family income in my district is $35,000 a year. And if you tell my constituents that they should pay 3 times as much on their monthly electricity bill because somebody thinks there should be solar panels on the top of barns in upstate New York, let's get serious. If you want to provide compassion, and yesterday we heard hours of debate, every single member of the majority that spoke said we should have compassion. I heard a member of the majority talk about looking in a child's eyes and having compassion. Where is the compassion for the child whose mother or father does not have a job in the southern tier? Where is the compassion where the unemployment rate is 20 to 30%? Where is the compassion where across the border in Pennsylvania there is a $700 million construction project to produce electricity, and those jobs in Pennsylvania are not in New York? It has been said that the New York-Pennsylvania border is like the old Berlin Wall. On one side is prosperity and jobs and growth, and on the other side is record unemployment and dilapidated infrastructure and despair. And upstate New York is on the wrong side of that border. If you have compassion and you want to look in those children's eyes and explain why their mother or father does not have a job, then you can vote for this bill. But if you have compassion for the people of upstate New York, then please join me in voting no. Thank you.